Before we continue with your day, let's have a quick devotional. We are in day 4 of our weekly devotional. This week's topic is faith. Today's Bible verse comes from Genesis chapter 15, verse number 6. This talks about Abraham's faith. Here's what the Bible says, verse 6. Abram, at the time he was known as Abram believed the Lord, and he credited to him as righteousness. Let's give a little bit of context here. Before some of the greats in the Bible, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, Moses, Aaron, all these different people, there was a gentleman named Abram who became known as Abraham, the father of many nations. And God chose Abram to become Abraham and be the father of many nations, leading people to God, telling him about who the Creator is. And in chapter 15, God creates a covenant with Abram, because Abram begins to talk to the Lord, and Abram says, and in verse 2 it says, "Sovereign Lord, what can you give me since I remain childless? And the one who will inherit my estate is Eliezer of Damascus." So Abram's saying, I'm an old man, right? I don't have any children. My estate's supposed to go to some other guy. So Lord, sovereign Lord, he's coming to him hopeful. He's coming to him faithful, but he's being honest with God. He's saying, what is it that I don't really know how, I don't understand this. How can this all happen to me? I don't even have a child. And God responds, verse 4, "Then the word of the Lord came to him, this man will not be your heir." Okay, so Eliezer over here, he's not going to get this. That's not what's going to happen. "But a son who is your own flesh and blood will be your heir." God took him outside. The Bible says he took him outside and said, "Look up at the sky and count the stars, if indeed you can count them." Then he said to him, "So shall your offspring be." Because of the covenant that Abraham made with God, he became a father of many nations, many children because of it. And God gave him a sign saying, just like you count those stars, that's how much offspring you will have if you trust in me. All you gotta do is believe and trust that I will provide. And sure enough, Abraham did indeed have children. And here we are in 2025, still talking about Abraham and the covenant that he made with God. He was a father of many nations because he trusted in the Father who created all. Verse 6, now that we have a little bit of context again, Abram believed the Lord, and he credited it to him as righteousness. Because Abram had faith and he trusted and he believed God. Not just believing in God, but when God shows us something, when God reveals something to us, we must believe and trust that God indeed has a plan, that he indeed will take care of us, he will provide. So it's not just believing in the existence of God, but it's believing and trusting in what God reveals to us. Because Abraham did that, he became a father of many nations, and he led many people to God because he trusted in him and his plan. So for us to grow in our faith, and again, I'm talking to myself as well as whoever's listening, if we want to grow in our faith, we must not just believe in the existence of God, but we must believe in what God has planned for us. God bless you. I love you.